Well, good morning. It's May 2nd. We're not at the racetrack, and I got a beanie on my head. Why? Well, because it's only like 56 degrees or something out here, and it's kind of misting a little bit at times, so it doesn't feel very warm. You know, global warming. Anyways, we got to get back on this. As you saw in the last video, things kind of went sideways. Put the new dampener on that I had. Used the spacer kit so that the pulley would line up. And then my bolts weren't long enough, so I ran to Tractor Supply to get longer crank pulley bolts because, well, they're an Allen head bolt, so you know that's not something I have extras of on the shelf. Went to Tractor Supply. The bolts they had weren't really as long as I would have liked them to have been. But I put them on, got the crank pulley put on, realized now the crank pulley sits out one rib farther than the water pump pulley. Great. Ordered a shim kit for that, which then also meant the alternator wasn't going to be right, so ordered a shim kit for that. And then when I was looking at it, I realized that the spacers that the spacer kit for the crank pulley, I guess we'll call it. So the spacers that the bolts go through weren't long enough. Let me show you. Okay, so there's the spacer, and yeah, I need to put a washer under there. So I pulled one of the bolts out, one of the new Allen head bolts that I bought from Tractor Supply that was like $5 each. Man. And it had less thread engagement than I would have liked. All right, typical. So, as I learned, finding bolts at Tractor Supply for anything odd is, you know, let's just say, not very easy. I decided I'd just order them from Amazon. Besides being cheaper, I mean, it was $10 for a pack of 5, so they were $2 a piece as opposed to $5 a piece. So I ordered them. They're supposed to be delivered Monday, and somewhere along the line, Amazon lost them. They claim it's still on the way. They don't know when it's going to be delivered. Won't let me cancel it. So I reordered them. They're supposed to be delivered today. But then the shim kit showed up for the water pump and the alternator. So I put the shim kit, figured out what shims would line it up. You know, put a straight edge on there and put the shims in there, and it's almost perfect. Stacked everything up to see how my bolts looked, and well, they're a fine thread bolt, and there was only like 3 or 4 threads going into the water pump. So that's not long enough either. You needed longer bolts. Well, as we learn, finding bolts at Tractor Supply is anything unusual is not very easy. I ordered them from Amazon. Well, they showed up, but I didn't do anything with it, which we got to do today. Need to get the fan on, water pump pulley back on, get the alternator pulley off so we can put the shims behind it. So then when the Allen head bolts show up for the crank, we can get that put on. In the meantime, I changed the 2 power steering hoses underneath of the Granada to try to eliminate the spewing of power steering fluid, because we left trails everywhere we went when we turned to the right. So I got the hoses off, got the new ones on, and fixed that. Here, let me show you the old hoses. So that's the hose on the right. That's clearly no bueno. That one's marginally better. So I got those changed. Now I just need to clean it up under there a little better to see if it's leaking anywhere else. Let's see, what else did I do? I've got the rear view mirror put back on. I think that's about it. We took it to supper last night. We probably drove it 30 miles last night. Took it on the interstate. Got up to 70 mile an hour. She got a little vibration. I don't think it's the tires. It might be a wheel bearing. I got to check that. I probably ought to put some brakes on it. I mean, it stops fine, but still it sat for 10 years. So the vibration kind of comes in waves. It like, but it only does it like over 60, and worse at 65 to 70, but it still kind of oscillates. It's not a constant vibration, which, I don't know, wheel bearing maybe? I would think if it was a tire out of balance that it would be constant as well, but maybe I'm wrong. But I mean, the tires are new. That doesn't mean anything. They're fairly new, but that still doesn't mean anything. Anyway, it's supposed to rain, chance of rain. Like I said, it's still kind of dotting drips of water here and there. So I need to get working on that thing over there, get some progress on that. And then later, we're going to my sister's house tonight for stroganoff. Maybe I'll chat back later. Who knows? Nobody, well, I guess one track was racing this week and they decided to brave the weather and continue on with their racing plans, but they're far enough to the west they might be okay. Or at least the way the radar looks, they'll be all right. Anyway, race next week. We got to get that thing fixed if we plan to go. Oh, oil's changed. Cut the filter open. It looked fine inside. I got the fan on, but pulley bolts still haven't showed up yet. It says they're on the way. It's supposed to be delivered today. Actually out for delivery, so we're gonna cross our fingers that they actually show up. Did not put the spacer behind the alternator. I can't get the pulley loose. Can't get the bolt loose. We're gonna hope one rib isn't a big deal since it's not as close as the crank and water pump. I don't hope. We'll see how that works. I need to take the alternator off and hit it with an impact to get that nut off of there, and I'm too lazy to take the alternator off. I mean, that's just honest. But so until that shows up, we're probably done with this for now. But we should be good to go next week. If y'all remember a while back, I talked about one of the racetracks that had lost their mind about how much they charge for points races. Well, they came to their mind pretty quickly and have changed it. So we're going to go there next week, as long as the weather cooperates. $65 to enter is a whole lot better than $165. That's ridiculous. Anyway, we might not have much else now. So if not, see ya. If something else comes up, I'll be back in a bit. Well, it's Sunday. My bolt showed up yesterday. Not the first order, but the second order. The first order is still missing, and now they say I can cancel it, but when I hit the cancel button, it says, we're sorry, an error occurred. I'm getting kind of fed up with Amazon. I got the pulley on. Hang on. I went to set the car on the ground. Slid under here with the jack, started to jack it up, and took a look at something, and, well, let me show you. So, you see something up there that doesn't quite look right? Yeah. Both shocks broke. I don't know. This car had never done that before. My race car's done it all the time. Tears front shocks up like yeah. So now I guess I gotta go in the little shop and see if I even have some, I don't know, factory replacement shocks I can throw on here just so that I can go and then pray it hooks. If it's not one thing, it's another. Why do I do this again? Well, it's on the trailer. I took a set of used stock type replacement shocks I had that actually I took off the front of Kaylin's 67 Cougar because one of them has a little dead spot in it. That's what I put on the front of it. Probably won't hook now. And or, well, I already know what it's going to do if I run them for very long. It's just going to break them. That's why I don't want to put anything new on it. I really think the spring perch, where the bottom of the shock mounts to, which is what always breaks off, I think the spring perches are bound up too tight. I mean, we put new spring perches on it when I got the car, 30, 40 years ago, whatever the hell it was, 1987, almost 40 years. We put new spring perches on it, and they're stiff. I mean, you can't hardly move them. Never could. And I think they're just too stiff for when the front end comes up and then it comes back down. They're not able to move quick enough, and it binds them up and breaks them off. And just over time, it just breaks them. So the solution is quit racing it. I mean, we know that. But until the white car gets done, the top car, or I say fuck all of this and buy a boat and go fishing, that sure sounds good. We're going to keep pissing around with this thing right here, right in there. So that'll probably be enough of that. 2 videos in 1 week. Granted, it was over a course of 2 weeks, but don't get picky. I mean, you could ask for your money back, but so I reckon we'll probably chat at you next week. Hopefully after I've been to the racetrack and brought home the big money. No, hopefully we just go a couple rounds if it hooks. See ya.